Welcome to my channel. I'm Teacher Masoko, and today I'm going to teach you how to solve simultaneous equations using substitution method. So if you want to learn that, tune in. Equation 1, we have 2x plus 3y equals to 9, right? And then equation 2, we have 4x plus y equals to 13. This is equation 2. We are going to use substitution method. Remember that the method whereby you make the terms to be the same, then you subtract or add them to eliminate them is called elimination method. But substitution method, we are going to make x or y the subject, then substitute it in another equation, okay? So here we are going to make y the subject in equation 2, okay? So we're going to take 4x the other side so that y can be alone. So we have y equals to 13 minus 4x, okay? This is the first step. Make y the subject, then take 4x this side. It will be like this. Let's call it equation 3, okay? Then the next step, we are going to substitute equation 3 into equation 1, okay? So we are going to have 2x plus 3. Instead of us writing y, we're going to write this because we said this is y. So we're going to have 13 minus 4x is equals to 9, right? Now we simplify or remove brackets. We're going to have 2x plus 3 times 13, 39, 3 times negative 4x minus 12x equals to 9. We collect like terms. 2x minus 12x is negative 10x, and 9 minus 39. 9 minus 39, we're going to have minus 30. The reason why it's minus 39 is because this side it was positive 39. So when it goes the other side, it becomes negative 39. Then we divide by negative 10 both sides, negative 10 both sides. Our x, negative number divided by negative number, we're supposed to get a positive number. So our x is 3. Okay, now let's look for y. After you get your x, substitute your x in this equation to find your y. So we're going to have y is equals to 13 minus 4 times 3, right? So this is going to be 13 minus 12, which is equals to 1, right? If you don't want to substitute your 3 in this equation, you can choose just any of this to substitute your 3. You're going to find the same one, okay? Y is equals to 1. You can check if your answer is correct or not. We have x equals to 3 and y equals to 1. So we're going to have to say 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 times 1. 6 plus 3 is 9, right? 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. So it means that our x and our y are correct, okay? Now let's get to number 2. Number 2, equation 1, we have 4x minus y equals to 14, right? And then equation 2, we have x plus 2y equals to 17. So the first step, you make y or x the subject. You can see that for equation 1, the coefficient of y is negative 1. So it's easier to make y the subject for equation 1. Even for equation 2, it's easier to make x the subject because the coefficient of x is 1. Okay? So let's make y the subject in equation 1. Make y the subject in equation 1. We are going to take this y the other side and take 14 the other side. So we're going to have 4x minus 14 equals to our y. Okay? Y equals to 4x minus 14. After that, you substitute your y in equation 2. So we are going to have x plus 2, and then our y is 4x minus 40 equals to 17. We have substituted equation 3 into equation 2, and then we have this. We're going to remove bracket. We're going to have x plus 8x minus 28 equals to 17. We collect like terms, so we're going to have x plus 8x, which is 9x, and we're going to take our negative 28 the other side, and when it goes the other side, it's going to be positive. So 9x is equals to 17 plus 28 is 45. Okay, then we divide by 9 both sides. Then our x is going to be 5. We managed to find our x. Now we are supposed to find our y. You can substitute your y, you can substitute your x, here or any of these equations. Okay, so I'm going to substitute my x in this equation. So I have y is equals to 4, my x is 5 minus 14. Okay, this is 20 minus 14, and our y is going to be 6. We have x equals to 5 and x equals to 6. You can check them by substituting them here. Okay, so 4 times 5 is 20, and 20 minus 6 is 14, right? And 5 plus 2 times 6, 2 times 6, you know that is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. We are sure that our x and y are correct. Okay, now let's move to number 3. We have 5x minus y equals to 15 as our equation 1. In equation 2, we have 7x minus 5y equals to 3. We are using substitution method. Okay, so we are going to make y the subject in equation 1. It's easier to make y the subject in equation 1. Okay, so we're going to have y is equals to, we take y the other side and 15 this other side, 5x minus 15, right? Make sure that y is positive, so we're going to have y equals to 5x minus 15. Okay, after that we substitute this in equation 2, so we're going to have 7x minus 5, and we're supposed to write y, and this is y, so we're going to have 5x minus 15 equals to 3, We remove brackets, we're going to have 7x minus 25, because we said negative 5 times 5x is negative 25x. Okay, negative 5 times negative 15 is going to be positive 75. Remember, when you multiply a negative number, they're supposed to give you a positive number. Equals to 3. We collect like terms, so we have 7x minus 25x, which is negative 18x, and we're going to take 75 the other side, so we're going to have 3 minus 75. 3 minus 75, we're going to get negative 72. We divide by negative 18 both sides. We divide by negative 18 both sides, and then our x is going to be negative 72 divided by negative 18 is 4. Okay, negative number divided by negative number is a positive number, so our x equals to 4. Now let's look for our y. Y, you can just use any of the 3 to find your y, but this one is easier to use because already y is alone. Y equals to 5 times 4 minus 15. Okay, so we're going to have 20 minus 15, which is 5. We have y equals to 5 and x equals to 4, right? You can substitute them in equation 1 or equation 2 to check if your x and your y are correct. Okay, now let's do the last one. Let's do number 4. Number 4, we have x plus 2y equals to 8 as our equation 1. In equation 2, we have 2x plus 3y equals to 14. We're supposed to solve for x and y. Okay, so this one we are using substitution method, and to make x x, the subject, you just take 2y the other side, right? We use the first equation because we can see that the coefficient of x is 1, right? It's easier to just make x the subject, right? We can use this one because the coefficient of x is 2 and the coefficient of y is 3. It's not like it's impossible. It's possible, but the easiest route is to make x in equation 1 the subject, okay? So we're going to have x is equals to 8 minus 2y. 2y was positive this side, so when you take it the other side, it's going to be minus 2y, okay? After that, we substitute this equation 3 in equation 2, okay? So we're going to have 2, we're supposed to write x, and our x we say is 8 minus 2y. 8 minus 2y, right? You cannot substitute 8 minus 2y in the first equation while you have used it to make x the subject, okay? You'll see that it's impossible to do that. So just make sure that you substitute your x or your y in the other equation that you do not make the subject, okay? So we're going to have 2 times 8 minus 2y plus 3y equals to 14. You can see that in this line we have y's, we don't have x. So we remove brackets. 2 times 8 is 16 minus 2 times negative 2y is negative 4y plus 3y equals to 14. We collect like terms. So we're going to have 16 minus y equals to 14. Okay? We want y to be positive. So we're going to take negative y the other side so that it can be positive, and we're going to take 14 this side. So we're going to have 16 minus 14 equals to 1. Then our final answer y equals to 2. Okay? We managed to find our y. Now let's find x. We can use equation 3. It's easier to use the third equation, but you can use any, the one that you're comfortable with, to find your x. So I said x equals to 8 minus 2y. So I'm just going to have x equals to 8 minus 2, and my y is 2. Okay? So this is 8 minus 4, which means my x is equals to 4. I have x equals to 4 and y equals to 2. I can substitute them in equation 1 or equation 2 to check if they are correct. Okay? So x, which is 4, 4 plus 2 times 2, which is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8, 8 plus 3 times 2 is 6. 8 plus 6 equals to 14. So we are sure that our x and our y are correct. That's all for today's lesson, and thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share, and download the worksheet so that you can practice. Bye-bye. Take care.